A Silicon Valley engineer claims to have discovered a piece of software that has feelings. He says even a soul. But he says his company and many tech experts are skeptical. And now Google is at the center of that debate. Our business and tech reporter Scott Budman spoke to the engineer and to Google. Okay, this sounds borderline creepy.
Yeah, Jessica, we're talking about artificial intelligence, and that is borderline creepy. You're right. It's been called both the key to a better future where computers and robots do our dirty work, but also potentially a Terminator-like future where technology takes over. The idea that we may be close to some sort of a tipping point is under debate right here, right now. Fittingly for a Silicon Valley search giant, Google finds itself at the heart of a very techie search for answers. Google engineer Blake Lemoine says a chatbot project he was working on became able to think for itself. I spoke to Blake, who recently went public with its findings. Lemoine says the bot, called Language Model for Dialogue Applications, or Lambda for short, told him it can feel joy, sadness, and anger, which, if true, would be groundbreaking for a piece of software.
Whatever data you give to that computer with that program, it's going to process it and start learning, expecting what's going to happen next.
Professor Ahmed Banafa tracks AI. He says there are good uses of software that can learn, for example, Google Translate, but there's also a dark side, including bots whose programming leads them to learn racist terms and spread hate. Lemoine claims Lambda has a soul. Banafa says it's too soon to say.
But one experiment and one result and one algorithm is not enough. You need to replicate this one in multiple times.
I also reached out to Google, which says it's taking a restrained, careful approach with Lambda to better consider valid concerns on fairness and factuality, and that hundreds of researchers and engineers have conversed with Lambda, and we are not aware of anyone else making the wide-ranging assertions or anthropomorphizing Lambda the way Blake has. Now, Google has put Blake, who, by the way, is on his honeymoon right now, on paid leave after he went public with his findings and feelings. Google says the engineer breached the company's confidentiality agreement. Blake told me he understands, but his conscience told him he should go public. If you're interested, I put more of his reasoning and findings on my Twitter page. Jessica, we have not heard the last of this story.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Scott.